Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time tonight, I hope you have a good time with us tonight, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. To our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. We've got a few comments coming in. Let's take a look, and then we'll bring our friends on here and get the party started. Our good friend John Spranger Jr. is here from Wisconsin. Great to see you, John, as always. Appreciate that. He's as loyal a viewer as they come. Also, D. Lampkin, I think, if I'm reading that correctly, from Stockton. Is that one of your friends, Virgil?
Yes, sir. That's my cousin right there.
Outstanding. Well, great to see you. Appreciate you joining us tonight. And then, of course, our friends and regular viewers from the very beginning, Stacy and Art Fosler, saying loud and clear from Plattkill, New York. Regular viewer, great to see you guys. Really appreciate it. So let's bring our friends on here and we'll get the party started. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Very good.
Doing good, Mike.
Hey, like I say, I'm in the Orange State visiting. Hey, show from Florida. Got to come on, fellas. I got to be with y'all at some point, you know.
Cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
Virgil, just make sure you bring a lot of oranges back home with you.
Oh, no. I can't bring all that back for us.
Oh.
Crazy. But yeah, enjoy the fun and sun while you're down there in the pool and everything. That's good times right there.
Oh, yes. Got to get back to these Vermont 60s.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Rob, you doing good?
Doing good. Weather's finally getting nice.
Yes, finally starting to get some respectable weather here. Well, cool. Let's dive right in. Item number 1, I think his last name is pronounced Beaulieau, Richard Beaulieau. I met him at a vintage snowmobile show a couple of months ago, and we got to talking, and the subject came up about Oldsmobile 442s. Turns out he's got a collection of them, and they are really nice. I asked him if he could take some footage for us. He agreed to, so let me see if I can find it here. Sorry, I'm in the wrong folder. But yeah, we need our Jeopardy music. But anyway, we get to talking about 442s and yeah, he's got a collection. And hopefully he's viewing tonight, joining us. And it's just taking a moment to get into the right folder here. I should have had that lined up beforehand. Here it is. All right, everybody, stand back. We're about to view it.
Okay, I'll stand back.
Here's my Oldsmobile 442 collection. There is a 1968 442 convertible, 4-speed, 400, 360 horse. then out back, we have our other two. There is a 1970 old 442 convertible. That's an automatic. That's got a 455, 365 horse. And then here we have a 1969 442 built and sold by George Berichek of Needham, Massachusetts. George was a personal friend of mine. Passed away back in 2015 from cancer. As you can see, this car's all original. It only has 6,000 miles on it, on the title. And she sounds sweet. Factory headers, factory Ram Air, W30 package. So that's all of them. Thanks for watching.
Man.
So thank you so much to Richard for that footage. That is just a treat for the eyes and the ears. Let's start top to bottom. Michael, what'd you think of that?
I love it. 442s, they started out as a Cutlass, and then they went on to being their own separate model. And one thing I'm always concerned with, and I never really got the answer to it, I wonder if every year the 442 was exactly the same every year. It's just that they changed the body and this and that, and maybe they added a little bit more horsepower, but I wonder if the engine basically was the same throughout the whole history.
Yeah, I think it was, from what I understand, mostly either for a 400 or a 455, wasn't it?
I mean, they're just wonderful cars. I mean, I just wish that these cars would come back today, but thanks to a wonderful government and Uncle Sam and everybody else. Oh no, we gotta make the cars later. We gotta make the cars so they're more fuel efficient. Okay, so goodbye muscle car.
Yes, for sure. And Virgil?
Oh man, all three are great. That convertible is really cool, but that maroon one there, that white interior, that cream interior there, that is so sweet.
Yes, and they said that's all original, I guess.
Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of the gentleman we met at the Hot Rod show a few years ago.
Yes.
Remember he had that black one that he had one as a kid and then ended up finding one?
Definitely, yeah. That was a sweet car.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. And go ahead, Rob.
I took my driver's license on a 1969 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Oh,
Nice.
But it only had a 350 in it, but that was my dad's car, and that's what I learned how to drive on.
Very cool.
Yeah. Cool cars. I wished I still had that car.
Yeah, no doubt. Those were the days.
Yeah, but that's a nice collection he's got there. Oh,
Yeah, for sure. Something to be proud of.
Yeah.
I like that bright red with the black top. It really makes it really look sharp.
Yes. And the thing I really like too about the 69 is the rear end. I want to get just the right angle. Just the way from the top and the bottom, it just kind of squeezes down into kind of a little point there.
Yep.
I can't quite get the angle I want on that, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I just love how that kind of squeezes down like that. It's really tasteful in my opinion.
And something else is interesting too. If you look at the front end, you can see where the turn signals are. They have it on the bottom in the bumper, and then in this other one in here, I think was not this maroon, but not this one, but the one in the garage. You actually had the turn signal in between the two headlights.
Yes.
So it's like you could see a distinct change in the way that the law, and then you got that Oldsmobile logo in the back for the marker, and that most likely lit up too.
Yes. And on this 68 too, you can see how the back, the top and the bottom kind of squeezes down at the end. I really like that. Well, cool. So again, thank you so much to Richard Beaulieau for that footage. We really appreciate that. And we encourage our viewers to, if you have interesting cars, take a video like that for us and share it with us. That's something we can all enjoy. Put it here on the podcast. I can put music under it, whatever needs to happen. And we're going to be talking more about that later in the podcast. If you're going to car shows, cruise nights, I'm going to have a lot of tips and advice for you on taking video and images. But we're just getting started. Right now, we're on item number 2. And if Rob is ready, Rob, we're going to put you full screen, and Rob's going to talk to us about Amsoil.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Amsoil was the first synthetic oil to be API approved back in 1972. And back in those days, it was warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. Everybody says you'll be sued. You can't do that. It's still warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. But the best thing about Amsoil, you notice an increase in RPMs because it's a slippery type oil. It runs 20 to 50 degrees cooler. Every 10 degrees, you drop the engine temperature, doubles the life of the engine, and you get better fuel economy by cutting down friction and drag. And that's what Amsoil does. Costs you more to buy it, but it's cheaper to run. But for a show like this, the main product we're pushing is the Z-Rod oil. Amsoil has an oil that's high zinc, 14 parts per million of zinc. For the older cars with cams, lifters, and rockers, you need zinc. All the other companies took the zinc out. But this week, I sent Mike a special video, if you want him to send it to you, about one of the aftermarket garages promoting the Amsoil automatic transmission fluid. Same as the engine oil. If you can drop that transmission temperature by 10 degrees, it doubles the life of the engine. Amsoil drops it by 20, so it's more than double. Anybody that's pulling a trailer, big difference. Or if you're going to go to the track with your car, try the Amsoil transmission. The Amsoil has a great promotion thing where you can become a preferred customer and buy everything directly from Amsoil. Costs you $10 for 6 months, save 25% in everything you order. Order $100, you'll get it free. But right now, get free shipping, not the product free. But right now, they had anybody that orders so much, they get this free 3-in-1 screwdriver. It has 7 different ends on it, and also in the end of the end, there's you pull the item out, and it's different size sockets. There's 3 different size sockets. Handy on. I have one in every one of my vehicles. So if you want more information about Amsoil, you can click on the Mike's link, and you'll get a catalog sent to you, or you can give Mike a call and ask how to become a preferred customer. That's your best possible discount to buy the product and become a preferred customer and buy it directly from Amsoil. For more information, click on the Mike's link.
Yes, we appreciate that. And yes, when you use my link and my referral number, which is in the description, Rob and I both benefit. I'm signed up as an Amsoil dealer under Rob. So if you enjoy these podcasts and want to support this, what we're doing, the money that we take in is commissions with Amsoil, helps to support what you're viewing right now. So we thank you very much in advance for using our referral number and our link. And also thank you to the people who've been doing that. We really, really appreciate that. That helps to pay the bills around here. Another comments come in. Let's see. Kevin Culhane is here saying hello to Mike, Rob, and Virgil. Cool deal. Great to see you. Very cool. So
now, what picture of that car was on Kevin's site? That looked like a Corvette.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got a Corvette. We've got to get him on sometime with that. He had a Corvette, and what was the other muscle car? He was on one time. I think he was on the Vintage Snowmobile podcast a couple years ago. Yeah. Kevin, fill us in if you would. And if you're interested in coming on one night for some show and tell on some of your cars, that video we just looked at, if you want to make a little video like that, we would love to share it on here. But let's see. We're on item number 3. I've got a good friend in the vintage snowmobile space. He's considered to be the twin track guy. If you're into the twin track seat, like the Mantas and like that, he is the guy, Greg Dobrkey. Now, he shares footage with us that we air on the Vintage Snowmobile podcast. And I was looking at some footage he sent me. It was a summer show, a vintage snowmobile show, and they also had some muscle cars at that show. This is a show from 2016 where he lives in Wisconsin. So what I did is I just took the muscle cars from that show, and we're going to put those on here. With the exception of the very beginning, since he shared this footage with us, we're going to look at a couple of his twin tracks at the very beginning, twin track snowmobiles, and then we'll get right into the muscle cars. But yeah, thank you in advance to Greg. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Let me just roll it and start it instead of trying to explain it.
Doing
So thank you so much to Greg Dobberkey for that footage. We really appreciate that. Reactions, Virgil?
There was a Ford Fairlane there in the beginning. There was a black 87 Cutlass. And then there was like a 94 through maybe 97 green Mustang Cobra. Those three really caught my eye.
Nice. Very
But
cool.
some
Yeah,
good
those are
footage
nice.
there.
Yes, a nice selection. I like that Thunderbird too. I like that body style on that Thunderbird.
Yes.
Late 70s probably. Very cool. And go ahead, Rob.
What a good selection of cars, right from the Hummer to the there was two things, Volkswagen things there, and that Thunderbird, that's a nice looking car. But there was one in between the Camaro and the Mustang going down the second row. It looked like somebody was building something. Wasn't sure what it was. Yeah, right there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
that
I was
right
wondering
there.
about that too.
Looks like a
And
big
then there was
block.
that silver one that I couldn't figure out. That it was weird looking. I don't know what a silver one was, but this blue one, I have no idea what it was.
And it looks
Yeah.
almost like a 442 grill on there, kind of scaled down or something. It's too bad that guy is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that too. That's truly bizarre. And that windshield.
Off the
Yeah, it looked
Batmobile.
like they just chopped it at that front quarter and just smished everything together. Wow.
Yeah, that is
And
wild.
made a gasser, huh?
Yes. And Michael?
Yeah, I mean that silver one that besides that blue one that we just saw, there was that silver one. I'm not quite sure what that was.
Oh,
You
that's
just passed
Porsche?
it. Right there, that silver
Boxer.
one, right there.
914, yeah, Porsche 914.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a Porsche.
Porsche.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very rare one then.
Mid-engine, yeah. Early 70s, late 60s, early 70s.
There's two things I noticed. You had a Cutlass, and then you also had a Regal, but no Monte Carlos.
It's true.
Yeah.
You can't have both of those without having a Monte Carlo there.
It's
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
true. Where was that? There was kind of like an 80s Pontiac.
Yeah.
Trying to find it here.
Yeah, both of them were in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, there's a Regal. Yeah, there's a Regal.
Yep.
And then there was a Pontiac. Where the heck was that?
I think that was a little after. You're going.
Oh, and I like that Plymouth right there. I like that an awful lot.
Mm.
That Charger next to it. And
But I mean, and then the colors, of different vehicles, it just pops. When you see all these bright colors and dull colors, and it all blends in really well.
yeah, it's good stuff. I couldn't find that Pontiac, but it was in there. Kind of like
Good
an
question
80s.
on this. Was that the video? Oh, I think you just saw the Regal. I mean,
Oh, right here is
sorry.
that Pontiac.
Yeah.
This is that Pontiac right here. But go ahead, finish your thought. Yeah.
Was this video like that when you got it choppy, or was it the playback that did choppy?
It might be the playback because it looked
All
fine
right.
on my end. It might be just kind of a bandwidth issue or something.
Yep.
And we've got comments that have come in. Let's see. Okay, our good friend Kevin Culhane says, "Oh no, we did that already." Okay, and he said in a future comment, he said, "Yes, I'm interested. Should have the 2019 Corvette Z06 out soon. The roads are still dirty up in Sudbury, Ontario. The muscle car is a 68 Coronet. Outstanding. We would love to see those. And if you want to make a video like we saw earlier with those 442s of your cars, we would love to see something like that."
No, we want a video of him doing a burnout.
Yes, we'd love to see burnout. Absolutely. We give high praise for burnouts. And then our good friend Ben over at Vintage Mini Bike Lovers is in the house tonight, commenting on the great mix of cars. And if you like those mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, you do not want to miss the Vintage Mini Bike Show that he and Rob and I do second Sunday of every month, right where you're viewing this. So you do not want to miss that. Just mark that on your calendar, 8 p.m., second Sunday of every month. We're right where you're viewing this right now. So we thank him for weighing in. And let me get to where I need to be here. I'm going to take this down. We've got so much more to look at. Where's our menu here? We've got this is a 2018 Dodge Demon, an SRT, and this is for sale by our friends at MGM Classic Cars out in Addison, Illinois. Now, this one does not have a whole lot of audio going on, so we can talk through this. If we want to react to this as it's going, just feel free to weigh in with comments.
Oh, wow, nice dashboard. Love that demon at the beginning when you.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, it's a great modern interpretation of a muscle car as far as I'm concerned. They're supercharged, I believe. Sounds better from that end, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
What a great job they did on that. Not one, but two spare tires.
Yeah,
They're probably for the track.
sure.
They opened the box.
And I love seeing that full-size jack in the back there. It's there, the something to buy a car.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Go with the other stuff with it.
That's something that you don't usually see when you get a used car from somewhere. That paperwork like that.
Yeah.
That's got a weird seat.
What does the SRT stand for?
That's a good question. Sport racetrack, maybe? I'm not sure. For road and track? I think the RT is road and track, but I'm not sure about the S. Sport, maybe? Does anyone know? If any viewers know, please leave in a comment. That's an excellent question, Ron.
Now another question: is all the SRTs all demons?
Another excellent question. I do not know. Anyone know? Either in the
No, I don't.
any of the viewers?
I like the way they get the Demon emblems on the dash, the side of the car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the plate. Look at the plate.
Now gray is beginning to be a very common color. I see it quite a bit around here where I live.
Yeah.
I never was crazy about gray like this, but now it seems to be a common. Every car has got the same kind of gray color now. It's like wow.
Yeah.
I like that matte gray that he has there, though.
Yeah, and that black hood is makes for a nice contrast too, I think.
Uh-huh.
With the checkerboard floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
So
the
is there anything-
underbody is super clean.
Yes. So is there anything we haven't discussed about this or
It's got a pretty good price tag on there.
yeah. What are they asking for it?
112.
Wow, yeah.
But only has just under 2,000 miles under it.
Nice.
Oh,
So you're on their website, Virgil?
Yeah. Yep. Yes,
Nice.
sir.
Very cool. It looks like it's got the paddle shifters there too.
Oh yeah.
Trying to stop on the paddle shifters, but I'm having a hard time. But
yeah, I always wanted to drive one of those paddle shifters just to see what it feels like.
Yes. No doubt. No doubt. Well, let's see. We're on item number 5. Our good friend Scott over at Flippin Customized. He does an excellent YouTube channel. If you search on YouTube for Flippin Customized, you'll find his channel. They do all kinds of car show footage, custom builds. He's got a shop where he does all sorts of custom fabrication, custom builds, things like that. Very entertaining YouTube channel. Please check it out. He was at a car show in York, Maine in 2021, and we've got some footage that he shared with us. Let me cue that up here, and we'll take a look at that.
Hey guys, Scott with Flippin Customized. Welcome to another episode, and today we're at the York Auto Show down here in York, Maine on a beautiful sunny Father's Day. It's super early. It's about 7 a.m., which is a little rough for me this morning, but we won't talk about that. So what we're doing is we just got registered. I brought the metric bobber, so we got that registered as well. And the shop truck and special interest kind of stuck the special interest way over here in the corner. They're calling us misfits. It's cool. I like it. So anyway, I got to give this thing a quick wipe down and the bobber, and then I'll get right back with you. Ready for a good day, guys?
These vehicles, wow! Good old-fashioned Model T. Sweet. There's a little Beatlemania going on.
All right, guys, you kind of seen a little bit of the show so far. It's like 10:30. We've been here for 3 or 4 hours now, so that the lot is full. We're going to try to walk around and get a few more cars that we didn't get earlier, that we might have missed earlier. So just to give you some more of an overview, but really cool show. The weather's great. It's a Father's Day. Can't beat that.
So yeah, thank you so much to Scott at Flippin Customized. I highly encourage you to check out his YouTube channel. He's got some really entertaining stuff there, custom builds and car show coverage, and just very entertaining channel. I encourage you to look for that. Just search for Flippin Customized on YouTube and you'll find it. Let's see, whose turn is it for first reaction? Is it Rob's? I think because Rob was at the bottom before.
Sure. There was a lot of cool cars. A lot of convertibles at that one show. But there was one car that had not a sunroof, but it looked like a ragtop roof that opened up.
Yes, that Buick. Yeah, right here. Right
back
here.
in 72 or something like that.
Right there.
They did that back in those days.
Yeah, that's wow.
Like you can't drive down the road with it like that, could you?
Easy ragtop right here.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I wonder how good that kept the rain and snow out when you're driving during the inclement weather.
Yeah, or I wonder if they did that years later as a custom fabrication thing.
So yeah, that is. I did the car pretty well to original, so I'd say it was original.
Could be, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Something I haven't seen before.
Yeah. And Michael?
Of course, my favorite is the Lindsay Tinsey, the little Model Ts.
Oh, at the beginning there, yes.
I love those. So it's amazing how something that it's got such a small engine block, it can move something like that, you know. And this is the Model A right here, but you had further down, you had as you keep on going past this light blue car, you'll come up to the other ones. There you go. There's your Lindsay Tinseys right there.
Yeah.
All three in a row. It's amazing just how small that engine whole block is, and you look how big the vehicle is. It's like, wow, you know?
Yeah, that's wild.
Michael, I go to a show sometime in August, and there's a competition there where they had to put together a Model T. And these guys practice all year long. And some of the top teams can do it in less than 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And they start off with just a chassis. They got to put the engine in, put the wheels on, fenders on.
You know what, Rob? I think that I saw a YouTube video the other day on that. And they clearly lifted the 4 guys lifted the engine, and they put it back together, but the fenders came off when they drove it away. But still, it was all being timed how quick they could put it together.
Yes.
Wow. And I did see that. I know you sent me that video earlier today, Rob. That was very cool. I was going to try to get that on here, but it wasn't time. But that was cool. Maybe in a future episode. And Virgil?
Oh yeah, they had those bugs that were just after as Michael called them the Lindsay Tinseys. The bugs were after that one, and then there was what was that, a 56 to a 57 56 to 57 Chevy truck there. That was also that like gunmetal gray there. Yep, right here. A little bit after that. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, I love those right there.
That is cool.
I think in
And
one of Sylvester Stallone's movies, he had one of those.
Oh, really? Yeah.
you know what's interesting though? They
Yeah, he had
all
a matte black.
Yeah.
they had all these vehicles all grouped together. Volkswagens with Volkswagens, Fords with Fords, Chevys with Chevys. I like that idea to have them all grouped together.
Definitely. Oh, and we've got our friend
No,
Mike Whiteside with us.
where do you put the
Go ahead.
hey, what's happening? Like I say, where do you put the Fords with the Chevy motors in?
Yeah.
Misfit
Good
section.
question. Very, very good question.
That gets complicated. But yeah, a big hello to our friend Mike Whiteside. We're glad to have you here. Cool deal.
Hey,
So
Virgil, I do make fun of the vehicles that, it's a Ford with a Chevy engine or vice versa. I make fun of it. I said, what happened? They had an identity crisis or something?
Oh, here we go.
I kind of hate that
There we
see
go.
those.
There's what the SRT stands
Thank
for.
you.
Yes, thank you to Kevin Colhane for looking that up. We appreciate that.
Now the other question is the all SRTs all Hellcats, or is it like two separate things that could be combined as one?
All
Yeah,
right.
that's a good question. Yeah, if anyone knows, please lay it on us in the comment section. So let's see. We're going to switch gears. Now we're going to talk about since the car show and cruise night season is upon us, or just about upon us, depending where you are. We're all going to be going to car shows and cruise nights, and I encourage you, as you're going to these events, please take video clips and cell phone images and share them with us on the podcast. And I'm going to show you some examples of what I do at car shows and cruise nights in the way of taking video footage. I'm going to show you raw footage, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm done. And where I'm going with that is, if you send me raw footage similar to what I'm about to show you, you can send it to me, and I'll edit it and put some music under it, and we're going to show you what kind of a before and after. So let me cue this up. Yeah, okay. So here's. Oh, I think I got the wrong one. Sorry, I got the wrong one. The text on this darn thing is really small. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, what's going on with this thing?
Maybe it needs a love tap.
Yeah. Oh, it's not going to
Hellcat
play
and
it.
Challengers both had SRTs.
Gotcha. All right.
Oh.
So it's Murphy's Law is conspiring against me here. I wanted to play a video clip of my raw footage to show you what it looks like before, and it's not going to let me play it. So I'm not very happy about that. But what I'll do is I'll show you the footage when it's done, and I'll kind of pause it here and there and talk through what I'm doing. Let's look at the entire footage first, and then we'll back it up and talk through it. So what I've done there, it's real easy. None of this is Cecil B. Mill production quality or anything, but for just people like us going to car shows and wanted to get some cool shots, I just walk around the car with the camera rolling the whole time, and I just get these shots. And I'll explain what each of these shots are. So this is what I call a pull away. You focus up on this one. I focused on that hood scoop, got right up on it, and pulled away. You could focus on a wheel or a badge or anything that's kind of distinctive about the car. You get right up on it and you pull away like this, nice and slow. Make sure no one's behind you. And then once you've pulled out, you just stop and you keep the camera rolling. and then you go around for another shot, and I'll edit this after the fact once you've sent me the footage. But let's look at the next shot. So this is what I call a quartering shot. You kind of go around to one side and get a quartering shot, and you walk around either right to left or left to right. And what I do in editing is I slow this down half speed, and it makes it a lot smoother. And I put music under it, as you heard earlier. But so this is a kind of a walk around quartering shot. I could have held the camera a little bit lower. It would have looked more dramatic. It's really tempting as you're doing this to hold the camera in front of your face, but if you can hold it a foot lower, maybe right around your chest level, it looks a whole lot better, and still try to peer into the viewfinder. And then, hold on a second. So as I came around here, then I started walking over to the to look inside the interior, and I cut a piece of it out just to kind of keep the thing moving, and I put a transition in there. So now we're looking in the car, and this is all one video, maybe a minute and a half long video. And here's another angle, walking around, kind of a rear quartering angle. And that's a pan. You could either walk around or you could pan. And this is a bottom to top, what they call a tilt. So you just start from the bottom and go up. You could go up and go down also. Just different camera angles. And here's another one from bottom to top. And just a lot of different angles you can get of a car. And just keep the camera rolling. Just use your cell phone. Keep your camera horizontal for a wide shot. Very difficult to work with vertical footage. But go around and get videos like this of some cars. Send it to me, and I'll put some music under it, edit it, and make it all kind of nice like this. And like I said, it's not a Cecil B. DeMille production, but it's fun to see. It's fun to watch. And the other thing, I'm going to play the audio for just a few seconds. I found some new royalty-free music to put under my videos, so we're not listening to the same stuff week after week after week. So anyway, that's an example of that. But thoughts, comments on this, guys?
Now, do you want just one car at a time or the whole show, or is that video too big to send?
Yeah, good question. Excellent question. Best to do one car at a time. Try to keep each clip under 5 minutes. And if you've got something that's more than 5 minutes, keep doing it, but maybe stop every 5 minutes just to keep the size of the video clips manageable for sharing them over the internet. But that's an excellent question.
Would you like the guy in there telling you the history of it too?
Yeah, if somebody's willing to talk it up, absolutely. And what I usually do is I say, hey, that's a great car. Is this yours? They say, yeah. So you feel like talking this up? We're doing this, for social media. And if they say yes, I just say, yeah, it's real easy. All I'm looking for is, my name is, and this is and it's just like you're telling a friend about it. And then, then they'll usually say, yeah, my name is Bill, and this is my Oldsmobile 442, and I got it 6 years ago, and this is what I did to it. And if you could think of any questions to ask them along the way as they're talking it up, feel free to ask. And,
so it's not a good idea to say, I'm making a video. Can I take it for a drive?
Yes, there you go. If you can pull it off.
I know when I go to this car
pull it
show,
off and they give you the keys.
a lot of times I don't get the luxury of having the time to do video of every car I want to do. It's easy for me to do photos because, nowadays if a guy wants to take off, you're doing video, so. And plus, my camera is doing 4K video, so that also makes a heck of a bigger file too.
Yes, definitely. And a lot of times the owner aren't always standing next to the cars, so that's a factor too. But so you just kind of get what you get,
Or they don't want to talk.
Yes, it's true. A lot of times they don't want to talk. Yeah.
Go ahead. Would all 4-size photo be better than a video?
Either or, whatever someone's comfortable doing, because Michael takes really good still images. We can work with that too. And in a moment, we're going to look at a montage of still images. Whatever you can get, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're able to do. The only thing I forgot to add is as you're doing those pullaways that we're looking at and going side to side, is just be looking both directions to make sure no one's walking by you. And sometimes it's challenging. People are walking by, some people are crossing in front of you and stuff. And that
happens with me with doing photography, and it's annoying. You're trying to get a perfect shot, and somebody walks, oh, excuse me.
Yes. Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, it's frustrating, but they have a right to be there too. And for what I do, I just keep trying until I get the shot I'm after.
And Mike, that's why when I take pictures of cars, I try to get pictures every angle, interior, exterior, 3 engine pictures if the engine hood is open. That way there you can get every angle, and then you can try to do some with video with adding that in there as a collage.
Absolutely. We put that into a montage and put some music under it. Yes, thank you, Stacy and Art Fosler. And always keep the camera horizontal for a wide shot. That is, if you want it to be on this podcast. It's very difficult to do vertical footage here because, as you can see, we work in a horizontal format. But yeah, any other thoughts or comments on what we were just looking at? Or
that other person, I forgot his name, but I know he's posted a lot of YouTube videos. He does the drive around the cars when they're coming through.
Oh yeah,
he's actually got one of those devices where the camera's hooked up to it, and then it's like a gyroscope, so it just goes like this, And I'm like, wow, So if you're gonna do videos of cars, a gyroscope idea with the camera really would help a lot too, and make it a lot easier.
Makes it
too high tech for me.
Yeah, to me too. It's also very expensive for that stupid gyro thing.
Yeah, you can tie some money into that for sure.
And hopefully we can even know what we never talked about it, but being even nice to have some drone footage.
Yes, yeah. If anyone's going to car shows with drones, absolutely. And that's the whole point of bringing this up is since car season is upon us, we encourage you to please, as you go to these car shows, please take images, footage, drone footage, anything you can get, share it with us to put on the podcast for everyone to enjoy. The more we can mix it up with different images and footage, the better it is for everyone. So we encourage everyone to do that.
We should send everybody an Amsoil t-shirt that sends in a video, Mike, that we use.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll keep track of them.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Appreciate you doing that, Rob. Well, cool. So we're on the last item here. Let me get our menu. We're going to look at some footage, or not footage, images. Our good friend Elaine, who I know through the snowmobile community, vintage snowmobile community. This is her fiance, Paul. He's a legendary racer from the 60s and 70s. He was a factory rough racer as well as some other teams. But anyway, they go to Bentley's cruise night I think it's every Tuesday night in Arundel, Maine, and she's a photographer, and she always takes images for us, and she shares them with me, and I put them into a montage and put some music under it. So if you're more kind of a still picture kind of person, this is something you can do too. Just take some still pictures, share it with us, and it could look something like this. So thank you so much to Elaine for sharing these images with us. I forgot to mention these images are from September 10th, last fall. But yeah, reactions to that. Is it top to bottom now, Michael?
Okay. Well, there's two things that I liked. One was the Athens Fox fire engine with that big silver round ball on the front. And I could tell you, it's interesting to see one of those little babies do pumping. The whole truck literally almost shakes itself apart.
Wow.
When you run that engine and you're doing the pumping with that thing is bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. I'm like, is this truck gonna fall apart and break in half? I mean, that's just how much power that engine's putting through that pump. And then the farm tractor was something else I very enjoy looking at.
Yes.
You know,
Very
that
cool.
was something you don't see too often in shows, but, you know, it's something nice to see now and then because you don't get to see farm tractors anymore, not the classics.
True. I'm trying to find that. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. Right
Yep,
there.
there you go.
Very cool. And Virgil?
Virgil?
Yeah, that yeah. No, there was that what was that? There was that white Firebird that was in there
Yes.
who looked like a 67,
Trying to find it.
67, 68.
Please. Right there. Yeah, right there. Go ahead.
There we go. Yes. There was a couple of other ones on there also. But a lot of you always had a good selection of cars there.
Definitely. And Rob?
Now, did you take her pictures and you're the one that makes them flip when they go from picture to picture?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. She just sends me the raw images and I edit them and put the transitions in there. Those flips that you saw, those are called transitions, and I put the music under it. So all I need is the raw video clip or raw images, and I'll take care of the rest as far as any kind of editing and transitions, putting music under it, things like that. So I'm glad you asked me that, Rob, because I don't expect people to do that. If someone is good at editing and they want to, you can send me a finished edit. I'm happy to take it. But if you don't know anything about editing, I'm happy to take care of that.
Well, that's a good job you do on there, Mike. I have to admit that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm going to put my email address on the screen here if I can find it. So if somebody has images, video clips, anything like that, this is where you want to send that. And if you're having trouble sending a video clip because it's too large, just message me and say, hey, I've got a video clip. It's too large. It won't let me send it. And I'll message you back with instructions on how to share a larger video clip. So yeah, like we said, the season is just beginning. So we would love to get some video clips from you as you're going to car shows, any kind of images, video clips, and we'll put it into presentations like this that we can all enjoy and that we can all react to.
And I'm just something that's coming in my mind lately. Since we got Memorial Day coming up, I'm wondering if we're going to be able to do a special podcast like with related to military vehicles stuff, remembering Memorial Day.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure because I mean it's technically a muscle car podcast, but if you've got something, we could do a montage. I don't know if I would do the whole show on that, but if you
I do have a lot. I have a lot of stuff on deuces and everything else over the years, and it'd be just a nice though say thank you to the military personnel from the past, for their
absolutely,
for everything they did for the country and keep out freedom.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you've got 2 or 3 dozen images like that, please send them to me. I'll put them into a montage like this and I'll find some patriotic music and get some kind of a flag motif going. And
yeah,
absolutely. Great idea, Michael.
Yes.
For sure.
And the reason why I'm saying that
vehicles that can go over 55.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm doing a thing down in my building, and it's music night. We're doing 50s, 60s music, and then we're talking about maybe even doing something for Memorial Day for, military wise.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Well, cool. It's the top of the hour. It's that time of the evening where it's time to wind it down. But I'm going to go clockwise for some quick final comments. Michael, closing comment?
Well, it's good to see all of us back here again this week. Everybody's doing well. And Virgil, I know you love Florida, but we need you back home.
Yes, definitely. And
Oh,
Virgil?
I'll fly back tomorrow, my man. Fly back tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh yeah, nope. Yeah, no. I love being back. Love hanging out with you guys. It's always a
Same
great
here.
Wednesday. I look forward to them.
Absolutely. We do too. Cool deal. And Rob?
Mike, great to be on here again, and you do such a great job with those videos and the pictures. Appreciate it being on here.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you guys as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone who's on here brings something to it, and I think that the combination really makes it a lot of fun, and hopefully makes it interesting for the viewers, and it's certainly interesting for us anyway. Yeah. Well, cool. So with that in mind, the last word as always goes to Amsoil, but thank you everyone. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to Michael, to Virgil, to Rob being here tonight, hanging out with us, having a good time. We really appreciate it. And we will catch up with everybody in 1 week's time. Same wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back 1 week and
Have a good night.
do it again.
Safe ride home,
have a good
Virgil.
one, everybody. Yes, travel safe, Virgil.
Oh
Talk to you
yeah.
soon.
Oh no, that's up to the pilot.
Hello, everyone.
Up to the
This is
pilot.
Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today we're going to be talking about Amsoil, and in a few moments we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, or sorry, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to a product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an Amsoil account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name, and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to Amsoil. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaRiviere. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for Amsoil under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your Amsoil Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters, free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering Amsoil as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from Amsoil, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from Amsoil. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the Amsoil marketing plan. Amsoil has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods. We have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business. I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing Amsoil for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with Amsoil. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate Amsoil leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. And just by wearing my Amsoil hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about Amsoil. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
Amsoil's a fun business. Amsoil's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the Amsoil products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the Amsoil products or to join the Amsoil team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.